What up, my friends? We are here today for some Commander Crackin. Yesterday, we did the Saheeli deck, which was a lot of fun, but I've been told by many people that this is the one. This is the Beefcake Daddy that has a bunch of awesome stuff in it. So, I'm looking forward to getting into that, but obviously, we have to do what we do in terms of sharing the live stream link, doing our hellos. Let's do all that before we go any further. All right. Okay, that's good, and that's good. All right, sweet. So, now we do our greetings. What up, Kentucky, Jess, Ang, Millmaster, Jojo, Hurst, Ziria, Zircon, Teferi, Heavy Metal, Joe, Azur, Shelton, Kevin, Yamagoro, Creepy, Fisher, David, Nutbag, Devo. Who else? Every day. What up? How's it going? How are you guys doing on this fine Tuesday? Finn, what's up? How's the bag? You mean the ball bag? Cinder, what's up? You stopping in to say hi. Get out of here, you furry degenerate. Hit the road, man. Hit the road. Get out of here, you freak. How you doing, buddy? How you doing? Every day, is that Chandelier you smell? Nah, I think you're having a stroke, bro. I think that's what's going on. Gianna, what's up? How you doing? Nothing came through, just so you know. So on my end, just all that stuff we dealt with yesterday, nothing. So I think everything's all right. What up, Hack? You love the Post Malone video? Well, guess what, buddy? It's available as its own little clip now. If you guys ever want to watch the Post Malone, just the tiny little 15-second clip, I uploaded it on Hatcher today. It's called Things Get Crazy When a Gorgeous Lady Meets Post Malone. So here's the link. Here's the link if you want to get some. Knock yourself out. Every day, February 11th, we get an update on the bracket system. Well, how do you know it's the bracket system? We were told we're getting some announcement on the 11th. What did they say something today? Or are you just talking out your ass, son? What's going on? What's going on with that? Oh, beep, beep, vroom, vroom, friends. Heavy Metal, you're playing a game called The Messenger, and it plays like Ninja Gaiden mixed with Metroid. Right on. Fisher, just trying to take it each day at a time? That's perfectly fine. We've got the day that we've got now. Who knows what's going to happen in the future? Yellow Metal, you're playing Chandelier on the Steam Deck. Oh, cool. Mapping controls. Yeah, that can be a bitch. Octopus, what's the promo code again? My bones hurt. My bones hurt. Somebody left a comment actually saying that they're like, my 6-year-old son at the table today said, at dinner or whatever, was like, I'm an old wizard. My bones hurt. Like, yeah. What up, BK? Ziria, February 10th secret layer drop, February 11th commander news. They're 100% going to shaft people that bought the secret layers in some way. That is the cynical thinking that is absolutely correct. And I'm happy to say, on a somewhat related note, but also a somewhat unrelated note, that I'm going to be getting access to some extra tidbits about Magic the Gathering. I just learned today that there was an internal competition to design a set, and somebody won that competition, but they didn't make the set anyways, and they stole mechanics from that and put it into another set. So I am on the verge of getting some more interesting Magic tidbits, but there's a lot going on. I've got a lot of exciting news. Some more exciting, some less exciting. Cinder, how have things been? Well, for the last week or so, I've had ringing in my ear, so that not so hot. But the good news is I finally saw a doctor today, and I now have a prescription that should sort the issue out. So I'm happy to learn that this is not going to be a permanent thing. And it seems like it might just be the one ear, even though it feels like it's in the entirety of my head. Oh shit, they're doing a big fucking announcement on the 11th. I gotta go to the dentist on the 11th. Oh, that's inconvenient. That's inconvenient. Milbass says, now that Mike's connected with a proxy company, my dreams of an in-real-life Chandelar party are getting closer to reality. I wonder what would bring that even closer to reality. What if I was to be coming to the United States? What if I was going to be getting my passport expedited this month and coming to America like motherfucking Eddie Murphy next month? What if, like 3 weeks into March, what if I was doing a road trip with the inventor of Double Strike, driving through the U.S. all the way to South Carolina? What if that was a reality? What if I have been in talks with the company to make that a reality? It seems kind of like a random thing to say, very pulled out of the hat, doesn't it? So, I wonder what's in the works. I wonder if I had a half an hour business meeting with multiple individuals discussing this possibility, and it's very, very likely. I wonder if we're living in that universe. What up, Baba? You made it, Baba. Black sheep, wanna touch my balls? Yes, sir, 3 bags full. 1 for my mother and 1 for my dad. 1 for me too, so I won't be sad. I will suck all... Kensuke, I got the ringing too. It started a month ago. Shit, bro, we got the shining. Kurt, your ringing's permanent. You had it 20 years now. Wow. I mean, if mine was permanent, it's so low level, I only notice it when there's no noise. Like, it has to be quiet. And then it's just like, oh, I can hear that, man. I can hear it. Finn says, then you call me Sally, because PerpCon 2025 will be special. I ain't saying I'm creating a PerpCon. We ain't at that level yet, right? But this will be the first time that I will have come to the States since I became since I assumed the role of the magic historian. That's loot country, be careful. That's funny. Heavy metal not too far away. Well, once everything's 100% confirmed and we're absolutely going to be doing it, then I will tell you guys where it's going to be and when it's going to be. I don't want to go into that if it's nothing is set in stone yet, guys. It just is very likely. That's where we're at. We went from this is an ephemeral idea into some solidity with it. Bo Valgan, your mom and brother live in North Carolina, real close to the border. You might need to make a trip to visit them soon. Well, where's the name of the place in Carolina? Is it Columbus? I'll have to look it up. I'll have to get the information. Larry, what up? Kensuke, yours was loud, but now it's very mild. Good. I'm glad that it's diminishing, bro. Yeah, my girl, I've had a little bit of it here and there, but nothing that's persisted for days on end, you know? Bob, if I need a place to stay. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Gonna wake up with you standing over me going, I got those 3 bags full that you wanted. No! What new commander decks did I pick up today? I didn't pick up any commander decks today. I just have the preview Aether Drift Commander deck from the game store that has to go back. But speaking of new commander decks, the game store has apparently sorted out the issue with the cards flowing, and he told me on Friday they're going to have the Bloomborough commander decks in. And I want them very badly, especially the raccoon one. Oh my God, do I want that raccoon one. He told me, he's like, raccoon deck's coming in on Friday. And I was like, fuck, what? Oh my God. I was running around the store yelling because I was like, ah. I want all of them. I want all the Bloomborough commander decks. Like, that's top tier level wantage right there. Finn, what about a bear costume? What, are you trying to... Bro, you trying to do that scene from Super Troopers with me, man? Bear fucker, do you need assistance? Shelton, too bad I won't come to Iowa. You never know what's going to happen in the future, bro. You never know what's going to happen in the future. Baba, see, that's the thing, man. You'd be like, I'm creepy breathing in your ear, but then you'd blink and all of a sudden I'd be behind you and you'd hear me in your ear and you'd be like, how the fuck did you do that? Bitch, I can teleport. Also, I drugged your food. You're hallucinating. I ain't even here. Just to be certain that you would eat drugged food, I drugged all your food. You probably want to throw it all out or you're going to die. Cinder, you need that raccoon deck? Yeah, man. Yeah, it looks so awesome. It looks so awesome. Rex, the Raccoon Commander deck is good and funny. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. Yamagoro, you want the Tau vehicle in Aetherdrift? Yeah, it totally looks like a Tau, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Cheese, what do you mean did the green screen thing not work out? What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Chug, it's too cold in Iowa. Fuck the cold. Kensuke. You know what? I haven't talked to George. In a while, honestly. So the last time I talked to him was forever ago with Skeleton. I can't remember honestly when that was, but that was a million years ago. Oh, heavy metal. You stayed there 5 days after the hurricane, did your basic training and chaplain training there. It's an hour and a half from you. Original Pancake House is great for brunch. It's going to be like according to my buddy Wayne, it's going to be a 16-hour drive in total. So we're going to have to like stay somewhere on the way as well. Squirrel deck is cool too. Yo, I want all the Bloomburrow decks. I want them all. I want them all. I wish that I was fucking wealthy as shit so I could just walk in and be like, give me those 4 decks. I'll take them right now. You know, that'd be awesome. You had the Bloomburrow decks? Yeah, had them. Now I have them. But more Commander Crackin! But, I mean, I don't know how much they cost where you are, but Commander decks, like the ones that people want run 80 to 100 bones a piece. The ones that people don't want are $60 a piece. So it's an expensive proposition. But man, the Commander craziness. Cheese, you haven't seen me use the green screen in a long time. What? Oh, how do you think I did this? You think that happened? You think that happened in real life? That I filmed that in front of a fucking highway? Have you not been watching my story videos? Every one of my fucking videos on this story is recorded in front of a green screen. What the hell are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about? Look at this shit. Couldn't you see the fucking cloth hanging there, bro? That's a green screen too. Fucking green screen's right there, bro. It's right there. The hell are you talking about? Have a good one, Cinder. Hey, Galindo, what's up, bro? Scorpageist. Oh, I might be near your stomping grounds. All right, buddy. What up, Potts? Jess, you think everything's real? Yeah, I have no green screen. Of course you do, bro. I almost sent you this stupid post that I saw on Facebook because I knew you'd fucking love it. This dark metal pyramid was created and no scientist knows how to carve like this. They could only be done with lasers and lasers didn't exist then, so it must be aliens. Oh my God, it's a temple of power. And I read it and I'm like, this is the exact kind of horseshit that Jess believes. He just reads it and goes, wow. Instead of going, you fucking lying sack of crap. Either you're an idiot or a liar. Those are the only two options here. There was a guy on my Facebook who would share posts of like stone carved walls. And he's like, the joints on these walls are so tight that there's never been tools that could do this in the past. Yes, there were, idiot. Yes, there were. What's more likely, that this was somehow done by alien technology or through the course of fucking like human history where all kinds of crazy natural disasters happen and things rot away like fucking wood and whatever? Nope, man, we never found a tool that can carve stone, you fucking clownish idiot. Like, oh my God. How do you believe this dumb fuck nonsense? It takes 1 second of thinking with an actual functioning brain to immediately go, of course the tools existed to carve it. They had nothing but fucking time. No, man, there's no way they could have fitted the stones this closely. Yes, there is, you fucking moron! Drives me crazy. It drives me crazy. Mailmaster, you have to hold yourself back 10 times daily from sending shit like that to Jess. Oh, that's funny. Zeria, didn't the Japanese literally have old school tech to make things fit perfectly with no nail? Yes, Japanese wood joinery is incredible. Man is very versatile in using what's on hand, but people are lazy dickheads who go, wow, some asshole type that nobody could have had a tool to do this. And I'm just going to accept that at face value instead of thinking for 4 seconds. Come on, man. Come on. Come on. There you go. They had giants. Don't you know, man? The oxygen levels on Earth used to be way higher. And there used to be giant humans that rode and fucked dinosaurs. You know how people bang donkeys now? They used to do that with Tyrannosaurus Rex. And the Tyrannosaurus Rex had tiny little arms so you couldn't push him off. And it's like, yeah, take it, T-Rex. Let me grab your tiny little arms. Like, doesn't everybody know that humans used to be fucking 20 feet tall, bro? Because of the oxygen levels? What a universe. What a universe. Oh, okay. All right. Well, we've had some nonsense to start out the stream. Now, let's take a look at some commander action. Let's get deep into the night with Eternal Might. Ziri, you wish people took you at face value, you wouldn't have to lie about the dong? Oh, there you go. Well, tell Jess, he'll believe it. If you tell him you have a fat dong given to you by aliens, not only will he believe it, he'll go around attesting to the fact. Excuse me, but his ball bag is a solar energy generator? Why couldn't it be? His dick is a fucking divining rod. All right, let's take a look. Andrew, you already got some singles from this. How? It's not out yet! I assume you just pre-ordered them. Okay. Man, I dig the style that they did the commanders in this deck, you know, with the full expanding artwork like this, the borderless treatment. It's great. All right, a black, a blue, a white, and 2 for Temet Nactaman's Will. And yo, if you guys haven't checked it out, I put out a lore video talking about the events of what happened on Amonkhet after the Nicol Bolas situation leading up to this. So if you haven't seen it on Fantasy Geographic, then go check it out. All right, so 5 mana for a 4/4 Vigilance Menace. Whenever you attack, draw a card, then discard a card. Whenever you draw a card, zombies you control get +1/+1 until end of turn. So all your zombies are going to have +2/+2 automatically because you're going to draw a card at the beginning of the turn and then draw a card when you attack. That's wild. That's wild. Oh yeah, and then the card that they named what Wizards was smoking after, right? Hash a ton. Scarab's Fist. A black and a white 1/3. Whenever you discard a creature card, you can pay blue and 2. If you do, create a tap token that's a copy of the card, except it's a 4/4 black zombie. This guy eternalizes creatures. That's awesome. I served the Scarab in an age long past, in another form, under another name. No matter their visage, I serve. Bam, bam, bam. These are some cool commander choices. I guess, though, you can't choose him as your commander, can you? Because he's all... No, never mind. He's got blue in the text box. He does have all 3. He does have all 3. They started doing full art commanders for the precons in Thunder Junction. Does that mean the Bloomborough decks have that too? Oh my god! Yes! How many of the old gods still live? Scarab, Locust, and Hazaret. Correct. Those are the 3 that are still alive. That's it. On Wings of Gold. 1 white and 3 enchantment. Creatures you control that are zombies and or tokens. It gives tokens and zombies +1/+1 and flying. Okay. Whenever 1 or more cards leave your graveyard, create a 1/1 white zombie creature token. Nutty. The edge of Nactaman was once protected by Kefnet. The honored mummies who patrol it now do so in his image. Sweet, man! If you guys didn't know, basically there was the Hekma, which is a protective barrier that surrounded the city of Nactaman. What just happened? Why did my monitor shut off? Okay, it's back on. What the hell was that? Didn't affect the stream. What happened? Okay, that's baffling. So, there was a protective shield around the city of Nactaman, and that got destroyed when Nicol Bolas came in with the gods to smash the city down. And so now the city has no magical barrier, and that used to keep all the roaming undead and other things out of the city, and now they don't have that anymore. So they got these guys trucking around, protecting around. All right, we got Priest of the Crossing. 1 white and 3, 3/3 flying bird zombie cleric. Oh, it's cool. At the beginning of each end step, you put X +1/+1 counters on each creature you control, where X is the number of creatures that died under your control this turn. Ew. Each cataclysm only strengthens our resolve. All right, man. This is cool. This is cool. All right, we got Renewed Solidarity. So these are the honored dead, right? These are the dead that were created during Nicol Bolas' reign. They're essentially passive, peaceful servants. But in this case, now that the protective shield has been dispelled from outside of the only city on Amonkhet, the living dead, these guys specifically, the honored dead, came to the living people and said, if you free us from our bonds of servitude, we will take up arms and help defend the city, because they recognized that if all of the living people on the plane die, Amonkhet's doomed, because the undead are forced to wander, but they do break down and fall apart. So what does this do? 1 white and 2. When it enters, choose a creature type. Creatures you control of the chosen type get +1/+0. At the beginning of your end step, for each token you control of the chosen type that enters this turn, create a token that's a copy of it? Whoa! Wow! Bro, it's a tribal targeted pseudo doubling season. Gross. That's so gross. And I like the vibe. I like seeing the honored dead in this particular setup, because previously we saw them all mummified, but not there was no, it didn't feel like there was any joy in their life, and this is a different vibe. That's crazy. All right, we got a Wizened Mentor. 1 white and 1 2/2. Whenever an opponent activates, oh, he's a zombie cleric. Whenever an opponent activates an ability of a permanent that isn't a mana ability, you make a 1/1 creature token. Oh, okay, it only triggers once a turn. I was like, bro, this is nuts, man. Yeah, creepy. Yeah, there's no loot in this deck. Yeah, my girl, I like Amonkhet as well, man. There's some sweet cards in here. And I love the Amonkhet artwork with the monuments in the background and stuff. Okay, we got Prophet of the Scarab. 1 blue and 4, 3/4 zombie wizard with vigilance. When he enters, draw cards equal to the number of zombies you control, or the number of zombies in your graveyard, whichever is greater. What? This is bonkers, man. Heed the Scarab's call, or be crushed upon their return. Oh, so not all of the evil gods, essentially the Scarab and Locust god, fled out into the desert when these new gods, well, basically as soon as the Phyrexians were defeated, the evil gods pieced the fuck out. They're like, okay, we're running away. We don't want to get smoked. So they took off, and Hazaret took off to chase them. But there are a bunch of undead who worship the Locust god and the Scarab god, which is why they still exist, because Amonkhet's gods need belief to survive. So the belief of these undead is enough to keep them alive, but in no way can increase their power. So they're kind of stuck in a certain point. Oh shit, he's a fucking Venice gondolier man. That's cool. Not the Venice gondolier stuff, just the concept. Is there no mini pack Luke could be hiding in? You better hope that there's not one in there after you said that hateful crap to me, Finn. Alright? Alright? Jess, did I play laser tag as a kid? I think I only ever played laser tag as an adult, actually. What do we got next? A Ret Tomb Mystic. 1 blue, 1, 2/1 zombie bird wizard. Flying. Each creature card in your hand has cycling. That's bonkers! Bro, with the dude who eternalizes things? Oh, wow. Wow, man. They went full tilt with this zombie action, bro. Oh, look at the artwork on this one. Look at how intimidating he is. Look at that fucking stance, man. Look at that gigantic blade with the black miasmic energy flowing up off of it. 1 black and 3, 4/4 zombie noble with afflict 3. Other zombies you control have afflict 3. Gross. So whenever they become blocked, the defender loses 3 life automatically. Gross. At the beginning of your second main phase, if a player was dealt combat damage by a zombie this turn, mill 3 cards. Then you may return a creature card from your graveyard to your hand. What? So, when I said that there were some zombies that worship the locust and scarab gods, when it came to the nobility, there are actually a bunch of fallen ancient kingdoms that are located across all of Amonkhet, and they had been lost to time and memory because everybody was staying within the Hekma, and also because Nicol Bolas literally destroyed the history of the plane, essentially, right? So there are these long dead monarchs that remember the old ways. They refuse to bow to the new gods. They consider them pretender gods and will only kneel to the locust and scarab gods. So they all together form the Chitin host, the Chitin court, something like that. Pretty cool, man. Pretty cool. Gerthul, this deck piques your interest? I can see why, man. This is nuts. This is nuts. We got a Cursed Dune Yard. So this is like your front yard full of a bunch of copies of Dune. It's a land that taps for colorless or 2 and tap, regenerate target shade, skeleton, specter, spirit, vampire, wraith, or zombie. Holy shit, bro. It's an elephant graveyard, but for the undead. That's awesome. No wonder everybody says this deck is bonkers. This is crackheaded, dude. Hey, commence the endgame. Oh my god. Egyptian hieroglyphs that are representing Nicol Bolas's invasion. Oh yeah. 2 blue and 4. Instant, can't be countered. Draw 2 cards, then amass zombies X, where X is the number of cards in your hand. Yes, man. That's cool. Alright, then we got Crypt Breaker. 1 black, 1/1, 1 black and tap it, discard a card, create a 2/2 black zombie creature token, tap 3 untapped zombies you control, draw a card and lose a life. Ooh, that's gonna be gross, dude. That's gonna be gross. Oh shit, Grave Titan. 2 black and 4 for a 6/6 Death Touch Giant. When it enters or attacks, create 2 2/2 black zombie creature tokens. Death wanders on Amonkhet, though as of late, it's begun to advance with purpose. Sweet. Oh, look, this one says, the Chitin Court lurks, awaiting its chance to reclaim Amonkhet from the living. Man, this fucking deck does a great job of expanding on the lore of Magic. This is a home run for me. We get to explore a brand new commander deck with a bunch of cool new cards, and it's actual genuine world building of the kind that I have been longing for. This is awesome. We got Gravecrawler. Look at that artwork. His face is just almost worn away, bro. 1 black, 2/1 can't block, and you can cast this from your graveyard as long as you control a zombie. A curse barely remembered, a vengeance not yet complete. Bro, that is some great flavor text. Midnight Reaper. Oh, he's a zombie knight riding. He's got a big old fucking scythe and he's riding a hyena. An undead hyena. What? 1 black and 2, 3/2. Whenever a non-token creature you control dies, this creature deals 1 damage to you and you draw a card. Gross. We would be fools to trust the histories given to us by the trespasser. We must seek the truth of our world, whatever the cost. Holy fucking shit, yes, man. There's a bunch of awesome cards in here. And there's just so many cards adding to the flavor of the world. Oh my god. Oh, I can't even. Murderous Rider. Oh, he's got a chariot that's got a beetle pulling it. 2 black and 1, 2, 3. Swift end, so the adventure side is 2 black and 1. Destroy target creature or planeswalker, you lose 2 life. And then the other side, lifelink. When this creature dies, put it on the bottom of its owner's library. This is great. Don't I wish the zombies were driving cars? Not at all. You can get that in the main set. Honestly, these commander decks are such a nice oasis in the desert that is Aether Drift donkey dong dumbness. Zero, you just realized that the repeats have flavor text and it's fucking awesome as someone who loves lore? Agreed. Yeah, Andrew, the Scarab Beetle Chariot's cool, bro. Very cool. Oh, Zombie Master! Bro, this is from the original era of Magic. This was in Alpha, dude. 2 black and 1, 2, 3. Other zombies have Swamp Walk. Other zombies have 1 black. Regenerate this permanent, bro. You can regenerate all your zombies for 1 black each. So good. Then we got the Angel of Sanctions. 2 white and 3, 3/4 flyer. When it enters, you may exile target non-land permanent opponent controls until this leaves the battlefield. And it's got Embalm. So Embalm lets you exile it from the graveyard. You create a token that's a copy of it, except it's a white zombie angel with no mana cost. Embalm only as a sorcery. So Embalming is bringing somebody back as an honored dead, the kind that are wrapped in the white bandages. And Eternalize is bringing them back as a Lazatep-plated stronger version of themselves, essentially. We got Dusk Till Dawn. Oh, watch out for the vampires, boys. 2 white and 2. Destroy all creatures with power 3 or greater. Dawn is 2 white and 3. Return all creature cards with power 2 or less from your graveyard to your hand. Gross. Did I notice on the master he's walking on hands? No. Oh, wow! What? That's amazing. You're right. There's all these undead hands rising up out of the water and he's stepping across them. Holy fucking shit. That flavor is next level. Look at this. This is amazing. Wow. All right. God Eternal Oketra. 2 white and 3, 3/6 double strike. Whenever you cast a creature spell, create a 4/4 black zombie warrior creature token with vigilance. And when God Eternal Oketra dies or is put into exile from battlefield, you can put it into your deck, 3rd from the top. And so you can see this one's actually Lazatep plated because this is after it's been converted, right? Also, speaking of Oketra, the new god Ketramos actually wields a bow very reminiscent of this card. So this was originally from War of the Spark. Timeless Dragon. Oh, interesting. That's a very random choice, honestly. I didn't know there were any dragons on Amonkhet. 2 white and 3 for a flying dragon with plane cycling 2. And it has Eternalize. Never mind. That makes sense. I guess it totally is from Amonkhet. 5/5. 5/5. Champion of Wits. I don't remember what this guy does, but I remember him being strong. A blue and 2, 2/1. When he enters, you may draw cards equal to his power. If you do, discard 2 cards. Oh, yeah, and then you Eternalize him for 7. He comes back as a 4/4. You draw 4 cards and pitch 2. Yes, bro. That's amazing. How strong is Zombie Master in Commander? I don't know, but it seems like it's going to be real good. Really good. And that, honestly, that artwork is incredible. It kicks the original version right in the dick, bro. Like that artwork, the fact that he's walking across those hands, reaching up from the water, I love it. The guy has such a strong resonance with zombies and an ability to raise them up that they just naturally, instinctively, it's like, I won't even let your feet get wet, bro. That's awesome. Forgotten Creation. 1 blue and 3, zombie horror, 3/3 skulk, so it can't be blocked by creatures with greater power. Beginning your upkeep, you may discard all the cards in your hand if you do draw that many cards. Whoa! That's great. That is great. Man, so if you got a bunch of junk, you just pitch it, or you want to take advantage of your pitch abilities. That's sweet. Pull from Tomorrow. 2 blue and X, instant, draw X cards, then discard a card. I do things in my own time. Flavor text, okay. Vizier of Many Faces. 2 blue and 2. You may have this creature enter as a copy of any creature on the battlefield, except if this creature was embalmed, the token has no mana cost, it's white, and it's a zombie in addition to its other types. So this is essentially a clone with Embalm, which is very versatile. Archfiend of Ifnir. 2 black and 3, 5/4 flying demon. Whenever you cycle or discard another card, put a -1/-1 counter on each creature your opponent controls. What? What? Bro. Oh my god. These two together. I'll pitch 3 cards and put 3 -1/-1s on all your guys. All of your opponents. What? Cemetery Reaper. 2 black and 1, 2/2. Other zombies you control get +1/+1. 1 black and 2. Exile target creature card from a graveyard. Make a 2/2 black zombie creature token. Every grave cradles a recruit. Very solid. Very solid zombie. Fisher, the deck's one of the best wizards to put out in years. It sure seems like it. Ness, who no idea who Etha is. Oh, that's the first time I've seen the name referenced. Then we got Crowded Crypt. A black and 2. It's an artifact that taps for a black. Whenever a creature you control dies, put a corpse counter on it. And 2 black and 4. Sack this artifact. Create a 2/2 black zombie creature token with Decayed for each corpse counter on it. Ew. Wow, so you just use it as a mana rock until you can just explode hardcore with it. That's great. Oh, cool. Dam's in here. This is a great spell. 2 black sorcery, destroy target creature, and they can't be regenerated. Or Overload for 2 white and 2, destroy all creatures, and they can't be regenerated. Very, very solid. And look at that artwork, man. Wow. What a horrific way to go. Good Lord. Then you know what? Yeah, no, they're fine over here. Dread Summons. 2 black and X sorcery. Each player mills X cards. For each creature card put into a graveyard this way, you make a tap 2/2 black zombie token. Hey, Dread Horde Invasion. This is going to be great. 1 black and 1 enchantment. At the beginning of your upkeep, you lose a life and amass zombies 1. And whenever a zombie token you control with power 6 or greater attacks, it gains lifelink until end of turn. So, either you just keep getting more zombies if they're dying, or you make it bigger and bigger and bigger. Pot, you love the Archfiend. I can see why, dude. Bonkers. Liliana's up in this bitch. That makes sense, because we're dealing with zombies. 2 black and 3, 5 loyalty planeswalker. +1, create a 2/2 black zombie token and mill 2. -3, return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. It's a black zombie. And -7, destroy all non-zombie creatures. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Boom! Big old board wipe except for my zombies! Then we got Never Return. So Never is 2 black and 1, destroy target creature or planeswalker. Return is exile target card from a graveyard, create a 2/2 black zombie creature token. Seems solid. Creature destruction that will give you a zombie and get rid of something from a graveyard that's causing problems. I can get down with that. Plague Belcher. Black and 2, 5/4 menace. When it enters, put 2 -1/-1s on target creature you control. Whenever another zombie you control dies, each opponent loses a life. Wow. Okay. All right. That's good, man. That's good. Rot Hulk. 2 black and 5, 5/5 menace. When it enters, return up to X target zombies from your graveyard, where X is the number of opponents you have, to the battlefield, not to your hand. Oh my god. So, you just can reanimate 3 zombies on top of this? Wow. Hey, the Scarab God. Awesome. A black, a blue, and 3, 5/5. At the beginning of your upkeep, each opponent loses X life, and you scry X, where X is the number of zombies you control. 1 black, 1 blue, and 2. Exile target creature card from a graveyard. Create a token that's a copy of it, except it's a 4/4 black zombie. You get to eternalize. You get to eternalize, bro. When the Scarab God dies, return it to its owner's hand at the beginning of the next end step. This is so strong and so cool from a flavor perspective. God Pharaoh's Gift. Nobody wants no gifts from the God Pharaoh now. 7-mana artifact. Beginning of combat on your turn, you can exile a creature card from your graveyard. If you do, create a token that's a copy of it, except it's a 4/4 black zombie and has haste. This deck's crack-headed, man. What is up with this? It's so strong. Okay, we got... Oh, is that the original Ice Age artwork for a Dark Heart Waste? Oh, Maskwood Nexus. For even more zombies. 4-cost artifact. Creatures you control are every creature type. Same is true for creature spells you control and creatures you own that aren't on the battlefield. 3 and tap. Create a 2/2 blue shapeshifter token with changeling. So, making them zombies. All right. Now, lands. Nothing to talk about really with the lands, since it's just getting mana. Unless they have some... like ability that is worth talking about. I do like this. The Escalated Chapel looks cool. And actually this is pretty funky too. There's a bunch of nice artwork on these. But they are just mana sources. And I can't just grab a whole chunk of them and plop them over because you never know what they shoved in the middle, dude. Yeah, Andrew, it's going to be absolutely nuts. There's a reason that Verena card has spiked crazily. There's also the Kandarian Queen version of it that came from the Evil Dead secret lair. I have that one. So I can literally slap that one in here if I want. Unholy Grotto. So, taps for a colorless or 1 black and tap, put target zombie card from your graveyard on top of your library. This is going to be great, man. This is going to be great. Oh, yeah, Ness, you're right. You're right. The original Dark Heart Waste from Ice Age did have... like a cowled figure walking forwards across the snow or whatever. And this is what? The 7th edition artwork? I think it's 7th. Swords to Plowshares. Cool. Very solid card. 1 white instant. Exile target creature. Its controller gains life equal to its power. So ridiculously good. Just 1 mana removal that can get anything out of the game, bro. Corpse Augur. A black and 3, 4/2. When it dies, you draw X card and lose X life, or X is the number of creature cards in target player's graveyard. Oh, that's cool. Also, the artwork is awesome. You've got this jackal mummy, right, with the crazy glowing red eyes, the hand extended, and there's a black pyramid floating above it. That is really ominous. I really like this artwork. Oh, shit, there's like an entire swarm of insects or something back here. This is some evocative artwork, bro. Corpse Knight with the proper power and toughness. Remember when they accidentally made this guy 2/3? A white and a black 2/2. Whenever another creature you control enters, each opponent loses 1 life. All trace of his kingdom had been worn away by the desert sand, but still he kept vigil over the dunes of his home. Yes, man. That is very, very cool. Very, very cool. Arcane Signet. I mean, we all know what that is. Dozen of empires lie dead and buried in the broken lands, but on Amonkhet, dead does not mean gone. All the extra world building on this is so delightful. We got a Soul Ring next. Our third sun approaches. Noctimun will remember its masters. Oh, that's Verena. Oh shit, they literally have quotes from Verena in here. Command Tower. The Wandering teaches us that life is not a binary existence. The body decays, but the mind persists. There must be a reason. That's amazing. That's amazing, bro. This is a quote from Temet, right? Like, think about that. This is some philosopher-level musings here, where you're sitting there and going, there has to be a particular reason that this is happening. Looking at the curse on the plane and not just accepting it for what it is and trying to figure out the underlying reason for it. That's so cool. That's so cool. We got Path of Ancestry, Binding Mummy. Oh, we're going to top your mom. 1 white and 1 2/2. Whenever another zombie you control enters, you may tap target artifact or creature. When another zombie enters, you may tap target mom. Get it? Enters your mom. All right. Cast Out. 1 white and 3 enchantment flash. When it enters, exile target non-land permanent or opponent controls until this leaves the battlefield. It's okay. It's got cycling, so it's all right. It's all right. Verena is from Amonkhet now. Well, you can't say that for certain because of the existence of omen paths, right? Yuns, the flavor text of Corpse Augur seems to hint at fly and wasp gods. Maybe there will be some other evil gods that come out, or are those little flies actually servants of the locust god, right? Could be either or. Eternal Skylord. 1 blue and 4, 3/3. When it enters, amass zombies 2. Zombie tokens you control are flying. Yeah! Coming in from downtown, double elbows off the fucking top rope, it's 18 zombies. Fleshbag Marauder. That's what they call my dick. 1 black and 2, 3/1. When it enters, each player sacks a creature of their choice. Oh, it's Grixis flavor text. Get that shit out of here. Gem Palm Polluter. I haven't seen this guy in forever. 1 black and 5 for a 4/3 zombie that's just a 4/3 zombie if you cast it. The real deal is cycling it. Cycle it for 2 black, so you get to draw a card. When you cycle it, you can have target player lose life equal to the number of zombies on the battlefield. That's a finisher. That's a finisher right there. Verena was always from MCAT, at least according to the small info we got from the Minotaur deck. Oh, okay, cool. Cool. Lord of the Accursed. What a great name. 1 black and 2, 2/3. Other zombies you control get +1/+1. 1 black and 1. All zombies gain menace until end of turn. So dirty. The Curse of Wandering leaves only hatred. Not so. Not so. Some zombies are capable of more reflective thought, right? Oh, Twisted Abomination, another oldie. 1 black and 5, 5/3. Swamp cycling for 2, and regenerates for a black. I remember this guy actually being pretty solid for a while. Undead Augur. Oh, cool. That's great. Okay. 2 black, 2/2. Whenever this creature or another zombie you control dies, you draw a card and lose 1 life. Gross. To see past the veil of death, cross it. The Red Book of Medrithilic. Okay. All right. D-Spark. A black and a white, exile target permanent with mana value 4 or greater. This feels like it would be absolutely fantastic in Commander, because there's so many expensive permanents. Finn, I'm making you want to buy this. It's awesome, bro. I want to own this too. I wish this was fucking mine instead of the fact that I got to take it back to the game store. I am fiending for all of the Commander decks. Oh my god, the Bloomberg ones are coming in on Friday. I can't even. There's just so much. There's so much. I want it all. I want it all. Xeria, the Chitin Court in the lore is only referenced as the Locust and the Scarab God. There's no reference of any other gods being a part of it. So the Chitin Court is right now just the Locust and Scarab gods and the assembled undead that worship and follow them. Unless I missed some flavor somewhere, in which case I want to know it. Gleaming Overseer. A black, a blue, and 1 for a 1/4. When it enters, amass zombies 1. Zombie tokens you control have Hexproof and Menace. Nice. Lazatep Chancellor. A black and a blue 1/3. Whenever you discard a card, you can pay 1. If you do, amass zombie 2. All right. Cease all psychic attacks pending intel on... Oh, it's Demir stuff. Whatever. Wayward Servant. A black and a white 2/2. Whenever another zombie you control enters, each opponent loses a life and you gain a life. Oh my god. You know what else is really cool about this? This is an honored dead that somehow made it outside the Heckma, and now it's like, because this was from the original, right? So this would be an honored dead that somehow ended up outside the protective bubble that surrounds Noctiman, and it's out there in the endless wastes just wandering. If one of the anointed fails to serve with perfect obedience, oh, I guess never mind, they expel them. If one of the anointed fails to serve with perfect obedience, the desert is always ready to receive it. So basically, the honored dead will be dispelled if they don't do what they're told. Oh, well, I mean, that adds an extra aspect to them basically saying, give us our freedom and we'll help protect the city, you know? A real changing of dynamics. Ooh, they got some monuments in here too. Bantu's Monument. 3 cost legendary artifact. Black creature spells cost 1 less. And whenever you cast a creature spell, each opponent loses a life and you gain the... Holy shit! These are... Oh my god. That's 3 life. That's 3 life. I'm not used to thinking in 4-player games, bro. So I'm just like, wow, each zombie I put out is going to nail for 1 and I'm going to go up for 1. No. Everybody else is going to get nailed for 1. You're going to go up by 3. The worthy shall strive for greatness. Supremacy in life leads to supremacy in the afterlife. Bantu was wholeheartedly like in love with Nicobolas. Bantu actually knew about Nicobolas' deception and served willingly. Oh, no, that's true. I'm getting it wrong. Each opponent loses 1 life. I don't gain life equal to that. So they're going to lose 3 life in total across them, but I'm only going to gain 1 life. Okay. All right. That's true. That's true. Obviously, it's going to take me a little bit to wrap my head around some of this, and I'm sure my opponents will point that out. No, dickhead, you don't gain 3. What are you doing? Stop it. Stop it. I mean, they'll say it more politely than that, but still, that's awesome. Commander Sphere, Dimir Signet, Gate to the Afterlife. 3-cost artifact. Whenever a non-token creature you control dies, you gain a life. Then you may draw a card. If you do, discard a card. 2 and tap and sack it. Search your graveyard, hand, and or library for a card named God Pharaoh's Gift. Put it onto the battlefield. Oh. Okay. That didn't seem too shabby. That doesn't seem too shabby. All right. Signet, talismans, some land action. Oh, we got the deserts. Oh, they have cycling. Black desert, blue desert, white desert, evolving wilds, and more lands. Okay, hold on. Let's see here. Bunch of plains, bunch of islands and swamps. Okay, so that's all the basics and all that stuff from the deck. There we go. And that means it's time to look at the tokens. Oh, wow. Look at this zombie, man. That's really cool. Look at, oh, him and Cat look so awesome. Oh, look at the little lotus blossoms walking across the water. Sweet, man. Angel of the Sanctions. So there's your, what is it? Like the honored version from being embalmed. We got another zombie token. This one's the Champion of Wits. I love getting the appropriate tokens. This is so satisfying. Another 1/1 zombie with, oh, the Timeless Dragon. Eternalized Zombie Dragon. Bro. Such a cool concept. All right, another 1/1. And then the Vizier. Another 1/1. And that's the Shapeshifter. Weird. That Shapeshifter looks like it's from Kaldheim, doesn't it? Oh, that's because it's literally from the 2/2 Kaldheim map. That makes perfect sense. All right, we got Zombie Army. Another Shapeshifter. We got a 2/2 Zombie. And a 4/4 Zombie Warrior with Vigilance. 2/2 Zombie. And a 4/4 Vigilance. 2/2 Zombie. And a 2/2 Decayed Zombie. 2/2 Zombie. And 2/2 Decayed Zombie. Okay. All right. Well, I gotta say, this deck is amazing. Holy shit. I gotta get me a copy of this. I love that he suggested that I open these. What a great idea. What a great idea. This is awesome. Like, holy shit, this is awesome. So, that leaves one thing left to open here. Let's see what's inside this little sampler. Inside the sampler. What up, Thompson? How you doing, buddy? This is hype, man. What makes 1/1 zombies? That one enchantment we looked at earlier in the deck does. I don't know how many other cards do, but... Alright, we got this. And we got... Oh, Ketramos! Look at that! A black, a white, and 1 for a 4/4 Menace Lifelink Indestructible. Can't attack or block unless there are 7 or more cards in exile. Whenever 1 or more cards are put in exile from graveyards or the battlefield during your turn, draw a card and lose a life. Wow. Wow. Okay. Well, let's toss a sleeve on him to protect him. And a Cloudspire Jank Cycle. Get out of here with your hose bag garbage. Ew. Ew. Boo. Boo. I'm not even going to read you, you sack of crap. There we go. Let's hide you. That's better. That's better. Man, oh man. That's an awesome deck, bro. That is an awesome deck. All right, I'm down for it, man. I am down for that deck. It's definitely better. It's definitely better than the Saheeli deck, man. Definitely better than the Saheeli deck. So, yeah. That is sweet. Put the packaging over there. Oh, yeah, man. That was good. That was good. Thompson, you got one of the Aether Drift decks pre-ordered? Which one? You getting the zombie or the Saheeli? I enjoyed the Saheeli, but I like the zombie one better. Gerthul, you like the lack of loot in this. I like the way you think, bro. I too like that there's no loot. Jans, as I get more comfortable with Commander, it'd be cool to hear my thoughts on the ban list. Well, that is definitely a possibility. The bike is better than a loot. True. I'd rather get a stupid goofbag light cycle than Looty McDuty, you know? Thompson, you ordered the zombie one? It seems a lot better than the Saheeli one. I like the Saheeli one, but the zombie deck is definitely crazier. It's definitely crazier. Man, I love fucking going through Magic cards, bro. I love it. In most cases, let's be real. The actual genuine Aether Drift boosters are underwhelming. They're underwhelming. But hey, I'm going to get my Duskmourn stuff back. The store has got his stuff back now. Like, not all of it, but some of it. So he's like, I can give you back your Duskmourn now. And I was like, I'm going to the fucking doctors, bro. I just popped in for a second to say hello. So didn't have time to get it then. Well, not time. I didn't want to be porting that crap around with me while I'm going to the fucking doctors. Ban list doesn't matter because they'll eventually release the tier list for Commander. That's true. I expect that they will unban, but the ban list is going to go slowly over time as Wizards reprints the cards. They're going to keep it as a basic reserve secondary market booster. As long as they keep it banned, nobody's going to go out and try and pick up copies of it because they're going to be like, well, it's banned. And then when something gets unbanned, it'll just happen to coincide with when Wizards is selling it, right? So the announcement we're getting 1 week from now will not include any bannings or unbannings. They've already said that specifically. Fisher, you got 3 copies of the zombie deck. Loading up. Get one for everybody. Nice. BK, what's the Commander tier list? It's Wizards' plan for Commander now that they've taken over. So they're going to categorize all Commander cards into different categories with the current thing that they've said, tier 4 being the highest tier. So it's a different way of approaching the Rule 0 conversation where you say, my deck is a tier 2 deck but has this one tier 4 card or whatever else. Ultimately, I don't think that it's going to facilitate better conversations with Commander. I think it's just going to be an easy excuse for Wizards to never ban anything in Commander again because they can go, the most powerful cards are in the highest tier. And they even said if they need to, they can create another tier. So if they start to make even more busted stuff, they can push it up. So it's probably going to go something like this. We put out these Commander decks. All the cards in them are considered tier 2. And then there'll obviously be some bonkers stuff. And they'll be like, actually, we've upgraded this one to tier 4 now. So you can only play it in tier 4. But don't worry, we've got these new decks that just happen to be tier 2. The whole system is going to be set up not to facilitate a better environment in Commander, but to facilitate sales. Let's be very clear that Wizards is going to... Like making Standard 3 years made Standard better. It didn't, did it? It didn't really. It just dumped more crap into it because Wizard wanted to sell stuff. So ultimately, you need to view it from the perspective of the financialization as much as possible of the format. Kurt, you got the Evil Dead Commander action going on, so you don't mind that the pre-con came out? Yeah, I mean, it's more zombies to choose from, right? Creepy, yeah. Loot in a cage is best loot. I've got that. That's my loot talisman. It's around here somewhere. Oh yeah, it's in the trunk. I told him when I brought him back to cards, I was like, oh shit, I forgot the perilous snare because I made it into a talisman of protection against loot. And then I said, do you care if I keep it? And he's like, hold on. And he's like, no, I don't give a shit. He looked up the value and was like, no, it's not one of the big cards in the set. Just have it. Who cares? Finn, yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how it goes, bro. Bite, you're excited for the pre-release. It's gonna be your son's first one. Nice. Have a good time. I'm excited about the pre-release too. I do not like the actual flavor of Aether Drift. I really don't. But I love playing Magic the Gathering, and I love getting together with people and playing cards. And the energy at a pre-release is some of the funnest energy because everyone's exploring stuff for the first time. Everything feels new, and there's not like, it's not a hyper-competitive style environment in most cases. Depends where you go, but in most cases. So ultimately, it's a very satisfying style of experience. I just wish the flavor on this set was better, you know? So have a good time with your kid at the pre-release. People's children, by the way, guys, if you wondered why my videos don't have any swearing or any of the crazy shit I say in these live streams, it's specifically because I started making videos without any of that because YouTube was being really restrictive years ago. And it was a necessity. But then I realized people that started watching my videos with their kids and shit. And I'm like, well, I can't start swearing in the middle of videos now. People sitting there with their kids and stuff. It just feels like a dick move. So ultimately, I just made the decision. I'm like, the historian will never have swearing or anything like that in unless I fuck up. Like that one video where I accidentally left that clip in where I was like, fuck, god damn it. That was not meant to be in the video. So ultimately, I don't make my videos for kids. I just make my video with the understanding that somebody might have their kids in the background or something and they don't need to hear that shit, you know? But the live streams and everything else, everywhere else, it's all fair game. I only have that rule for this channel for videos specifically. Finn, it's so you can watch them at work. Well, I approve of you watching my stuff at work, but I wouldn't give a fuck if the swearing and shit was happening while you're at work. Who cares? Who cares? If you don't know how to fucking turn the volume down and they hear me yelling, fuck you, cockbag, at your workplace, that's your fucking problem, right? Kurt, your kid is there now? Come on, man. You ain't got a kid. Let that child go home. Let them go back to wherever they're supposed to be. I don't even think you abducted them. I think you probably just guilted them. I'm so lonely and sad. Please come and hang out with me and talk about magic cards. Okay, sad grandpa-like dude, I will come with you. This is really depressing, though, but I'm afraid of what he might do if I leave, so I guess I'll just have to stay. Let him go, Kurt! Let him fucking leave, bro. Bite, you're dying? Well, I will go to the pre-release with your child in your place. Now, I'm not going to raise that kid. Fuck that. I'm not taking that level of responsibility. I'll throw him in a dumpster or something afterwards or sell him to fucking somebody. I don't know, whatever. But just rest assured, as you lay dying now, I will take your child to the pre-release and then fucking feed him to hyenas or something. I'm like, you having a good time, Billy? Do you want a treat? What do you want? No, it's too fucking expensive. Listen, I'll give you 1/5 of a fucking chocolate bar. You don't need that much food. You'll be dead. I mean, just enjoy your 1/5 of the chocolate bar. I want you to live a long, healthy life, and chocolate's bad for you, and I'm definitely not going to feed you to fucking wild jackals after this is over. So, shut up and eat the chocolate. Your dad's dead. Stop crying, Billy! Stop crying, you little bitch! This is the Aether Drift pre-release! You're making me look bad in front of all the beep beep vroom vroomers, man! Don't fucking embarrass me, Billy! Don't fucking embarrass me. I swear to God, I'll take you to those fucking hyenas right now. Maybe if you fucking have, maybe a toe gnawed off by one of them, you'll get with the program. Stop crying, you little fuck! Finn, you won't lie. When I release a video midday, all the engineering departments may watch it. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. Fisher, you love Raffellos. Yeah. Yeah, man. Bill Master says he works in a daycare. Jess, kids need to hear the swears because when they repeat it, it's hilarious. Parents have different views. Some people are totally fine with swearing around their kids, and some people get really angry and defensive about their kids. And I can respect that. I can respect either position, right? I take either as coming from a position of love for your kid, and I don't consider either to be wrong. So, at the end of the day, I've made my decision. I'm good with it. Kurt, you got free insults and no kids. There are cards in Aether Drift that would go well in the zombie precon. Oh yeah, of course, of course. Millmaster, I'm not gonna feed a kid to coyotes. Coyotes are bullshit. They don't fucking deserve a free meal, you know? Nah. Curse Cloth Wrapping is a good one with some really, really awesome artwork. 100%. 100%. Oh, loot. Just garbage. Oh, wait, that's right. Error fucking came in and said fucking free loot. Guess what, buddy? Guess what? Pull over. I heard they like loot in prison. Loot's got a life sentence. Choke on that one. Choke on that one. That's what you get when you try to fucking vehicular micicide. All the evidence that was ever needed. Caught in the act. Depravity. Wolves? Wolves, yep, yeah. Badgers, no. Wolves, yes, yes. Fisher, your parents swore around you, but you weren't allowed to swear till you were older, and you had to be aware of why you couldn't say them. All right. Well, my dad would say things to get a reaction from my mom, and my mom didn't want me to swear. She really didn't, and she tried to stop me from swearing, but it's just so natural in my conversation that it's funny. My sister would swear, and then my mom would be like, yo, stop it. And she'd just be like, Michael swears all the time. She's like, I don't notice it. I can't pick up on it. A lot of the time, she doesn't pick up on it. Because I'm just that good. DJ Longhair, what's up, bro? How you doing? How you doing? Kurt, oh, you got a fucking 15-year-old? That's not a kid anymore. This is the internet era. Do you know how many fucking buttholes your kid's already seen, bro? Like, see, when I was growing up, you had to find a fucking torn up Playboy in a gutter by the side of the road, and then we'd fucking descend on it like a flock of seagulls that have just found a bunch of French fries in a parking lot, and we're all fucking fighting each other for pictures. Oh shit! Oh my god, a naked lady! Give me that! I'll fucking stab you in the throat with my hand! Chop! Give me that fucking piece of paper! Holy shit, I got some titties! Your kid has seen some weird shit, bro. I'm talking probably ladies reaming themselves with corn cobs and not even. You watch that movie fucking Her or whatever, where the lady's like, choke me, now smack me with the dead fish. That's your kid's future, bro. That's what he's living in now. Imagine being a kid growing up in the world with anything you want to look at just right here. Just right here. He's seeing weird, disgusting skanks holes. The internet's raising these kids, and y'all, we're fucked. We are fucked, boys. Oh, long hair, I'm working on a game to get some funds to get other stuff going on the channel. Yeah, more money equals more good times, bro. Get that cheddar. Get that cheddar. Andrew, you had a Playboy page hidden in the Lego section of your store. I had like that stuff about finding a ripped up magazine in the gutter. That happened. Me and my friends are fighting each other for these pieces of paper. Just get them and run. Oh, so yeah, I had that like folded up, hidden in on my bookshelf in between the encyclopedias. Creepy. If Magic made the Magic Storing card, what would its power be? Fucking 69, bro! Actually, 68. 68, your mama. But I won't even owe her one. No, 67. Fuck that. 2 in the negative, bro. Bingo! Spartan gets it. The main problem with Loot is that he's too pushed and isn't cool or cool looking. Nor is he cute like Pikachu, so they epically failed in every way. 100%. Loot is incredibly forced, and it's very obvious to everybody all the way from outer space. You know? It's garbage. Loot is lazy trash and an attempt to be like, we've got our Baby Yoda Pikachu thing and buy a bunch of it and get all the stuff. And it's like, this gorpy looking dick bag is awful. Zero, you imagine that Kurt's kid is sweating profusely, like, no! Or he's just sitting there dead. Well, yeah, he's just, at this point, he's fucking dead inside, right? 15 years now? 15 years old with access to the internet? That's like being fucking 300. He's fucking dead inside. He's seen it all, man. He's seen an elephant bang a horse to death. Why do I like this? Papa, I have weird stirrings in my pants. Why? Can we have the birds and the bees and the elephants and the horse conversation now? Bill Master says, I'd 99% let Perp and Carly leave alive if they came to visit. DJ Lawyer, not so much. He gonna get you, DJ. He's gonna get you. Last night a DJ died in Bill Master's basement. Oh, how bad will Loop be in outer space? Oh my god. I don't even want to. Ness, what the fuck's wrong with you, man? We're having a good time. We're having a good time talking about elephants fucking horses to death, and you gotta go in with this bullshit, man? Come on. There's fucking kids here, bro. Show some fucking respect. There's kids in this fucking stream. Don't say ignorant shit like that. Come on, motherfucker. Sure, yo, what's up? You made a rabbit commander deck to fend off loot decks. Fuck yeah, bro. Fuck yeah. Get them loots. Get them. Get them. Ness, you brain dead dumb fuck. I know we get a fucking space set. I'm the fucking magic historian. And you're telling, wow, I had no fucking idea that Edge of Eternity was coming. Thanks for informing me. How do you not fucking understand what I was getting at? What I was saying, genius, is we're having a fucking good time now. Don't bring up the shitty future that we all know is coming. You don't have fucking special knowledge about magic that I don't, unless it's how to suck so bad that you should be ashamed to even go and play the fucking game. Because I don't have that knowledge, and I never could. So cram that spaceship all the way up your ass, bro. Get out of here with that bullshit. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Oh. Yeah, we're in the midst of fucking beep, beep, vroom, vroom. Like, just deal with that. Just deal with that. Bite, you're excited for Dragons of Tarkir? Just wait. Just wait and see what you get before you get excited. Wizards of the Coast are a bunch of chode idiots, right? So, is it going to be any good? Is it going to be any good? These fucking clowns are releasing a Lorwyn secret lair. There's a fucking Lorwyn secret lair in the next super drop. Because these dickbags were going to give us Lorwyn around now. But Lorwyn's been kicked to next year to turn into who fucking knows what? AI fucking the new AI sex doll set. Okay. Whatever. What is this? What even is this? Oh, it's a mannequin in a fucking Sears store. What? What? Thompson, you like Aetherdrift? It's terrible. That's terrible. You know, there's also Aetherdrift. Fisher, do we know what plane the insect racers are from? They're from who fucking cares? If you think that I'm learning Aetherdrift lore and about the racing teams, you have smoked all the fucking crack on the planet. Because there is no way on this fucking earth that I'm gonna learn the dumbass lore for fucking Aetherdrift and the racing teams. The only reason I would do any of that is because I was going to go through the spoilers. But guess what? Thankfully, spoiler season's over. As far as I'm fucking concerned, this set barely exists, bro. There's the fucking commander decks for it, which are solid because they don't evoke horse shit. Who fucking cares where they're from? Who gives a shit? You think it's going to have any impact on anything? Oh, they're from Gorbalblorp, and it turns out that they actually really like to fucking eat pies, but only on Sunday, and they make their boots out of this crazy alligator leather. Who fucking cares? Who gives a shit? It's a bunch of lazy fucking slush art where they just fucking slapped them on standing on cars. So who gives a fuck what the backstory is to the nonsense? It's trash. It's trash. I want nothing to do with it. I love magic lore. I refuse to do it to myself. I read the first installment of the magic lore, and fucking Sita's like, I can sneak in and out of my house because we don't have servants anymore. Okay. Next paragraph. See her dad. Sita, why did you get up late? I slept in, Dad. Why didn't you have one of the servants wake you? I didn't want to. Bitch, you just said there are no fucking servants. And then her dad's like, I can smell gasoline on your hair. Do you have the fucking window open? I smell magical gasoline on you. And she's like, Dad's mad because he has to pay the servants now. So, what the fuck? In like one paragraph, first of all, you said there's no servants. Now you say they are, and they're freed slaves. So you just offhandedly, retroactively fucking shoved slavery into Kaladesh. And then I'm gonna move into the part where fucking Chandra is having a crisis because she doesn't know how to handle the fucking paparazzi. The fucking paparazzi. And then she tells the paparazzi not to worry because she knows that they want to know that she can go fast and they don't have to worry about it because her dad got a bunch of fucking speeding tickets. Her dad got a bunch of fucking speeding tickets and she was sitting in his fucking lap. Not like he was this well-known criminal who would have been captured and executed. Nope. Hey, oh wow, looking at your license, your driver's license, I'm gonna issue you fucking speeding tickets instead of arresting you. Huh? Yeah. That's like if fucking O.J. Simpson got pulled over after that fucking chase and they just issued him a speeding citation. Are you out of your fucking mind? I'm gonna read that? I'm gonna learn anything about that? No. Fuck that. Like, I'm a reasonable man. You got good flavor. You got lore. I'm here for it. You saw me with the fucking deck, right? The deck is great. I had a lot of fun with it. A lot of flavor, a lot of world building. This race car shit, miss me with all of it, bro. It's fucking garbage of the highest level. Who gives a fuck about any of this lazy crap that makes no fucking sense? This is not going to have any impact on anything, and none of the answers are going to be satisfying. None of it. I mean, you do what you want. If you want that extra layer, go look for it. Be happy with it. Have fun with it. I'm not trying to stop you. But at the end of the day, there's no fucking way. There is no way. I love Magic the Gathering, and once upon a time wanted to know every scrap of lore. Wizards has successfully made something so fucking awful, I have zero interest in even learning about it. I'm not even going to read that story because I don't hate myself. BK, the rundown I just gave is the reason that you tuned into my channel. It's maddening, man. It's maddening. I pay attention and I have a brain that functions. And then I go to the fucking Reddit and these mouth-breathing fucking chud idiots who must have just been left fucking behind their parents' cars for days with exhaust flowing into their fucking face to be this stupid go, this story's so good. How is it so good? Do you know how to read? Do you just look up the pictures and make your own fucking story up? Because there's no way this is good, bro. Somebody should fucking come to your house and sterilize you so you can't put more dummies into the world. Like, how the fuck do you say this is good? You're a mouth-breathing idiot, dude. Like, it blows my mind. I loved this. What? Hundreds of people thumbing it up. And I'm like, I live in the same world with these fucking people. So yeah, you got that. And then you got the fact that, oh great, you guys get to enjoy this magic lore and I'm left out in the cold because I have a brain that functions. So I just don't get to appreciate it because my brain goes, what? We may as well eat fucking dog shit instead of a steak. Right? That's the equivalent. And then people are like, I love the taste of this. Do your taste buds work, bro? You're eating literal shit right now. What the fuck is wrong with you? Target audience is brain dead. They must be. Ziria, the absolute nonsense of an ending. Oh yeah, doesn't Elspeth show up? God. Ness, you're right. The lore isn't worth anything anymore. It really isn't. And it doesn't matter in the next set because it'll just get changed. And they just act like this is how it always was. What are you talking about? Like, they end the Eldraine story and go, we got a real hook for you. Ashiok's going to take Ariet to another plane and install her as a fucking queen. And then we're in Thunder Junction. They're like, well, actually, we're doing Ashiok as Jace because we have some leftover artwork from fucking the Phyrexian arc where Jace was actually torturing Elspeth Norn, and instead of giving you the satisfying payoff to that, we scrapped it entirely. But we still have the artwork, so now we're gonna make fucking Jace into Ashiok for no reason other than we have artwork to use. And then it's like, well, actually, Ashiok said to Ariet on the, you gotta come help me do a heist on fucking Thunder Junction. And they just write that on the website going, that's what happened. No. You have the story saying what happened, and this is a fucking direct contradiction. They're like, shut up. Anyways, Vraska's back. Well, how did she stop being a Phyrexian? Somehow she stopped being a Phyrexian. That's what you post. You can't just post that on the website and say that. You can't fucking do this. You can't fucking do this. You know? Aldini making the Idiocracy reference. Welcome to Wizards. I love you. Oh. Shario, it's not even about modern audience. It's about brain dead idiots. Like, this isn't even about an agenda. This is about a completely nonsensical story where it's just like you want to make a race car set. Can you make this shit make sense? Like a little bit? Even a little? Like, how lols? No, fuck you, bro. So anyways, these guys come from a plane where they fight over gasoline. What? There's a plane with gasoline now. Yeah. And they come here from that world because they were like, there's a race, so we're going to... Omen Path, let's go to the race. You're going to spend your time in this race when you're from a fucking world where you have nothing. You have nothing. The world's pretty much dead and you're all fighting over gas. You're not just going to run off and do all these other things. You're going to get in this stupid fucking race instead of exploring the bounties of this world with endless water, verdant life, all that shit. That's what you're fucking doing. That's what you're doing. There's no fucking passport offices and visas and shit needed to go through Omen Pass to different worlds. It makes literally no sense what you're doing. Like, shut up, Mad Max is Mad Maxing to the max, bro. You get punished for having a functioning brain, bro. They dumped Kitty later on. Brass gonna soak up the Phyrexian oil. Don't you love how all the planeswalkers lost their sparks because Elspeth caused the ripples through the blind eternity using the sock? Everybody but Nahiri. Every planeswalker that lost their spark, every single planeswalker that lost their spark, lost them because Elspeth disrupted the fundamental nature of the blind eternities, altering their planeswalker sparks. But Nahiri didn't lose her spark that way. Nahiri put her planeswalker spark into a rock and then fucking dropped it. I'm not even making that up. Wizards of the Coast was like, we have artwork that we want to use, so Nahiri puts her spark into a rock and drops it. Come again? Yeah, all the other planeswalkers lose their stuff in this catastrophic event, but like Nahiri just goes, oh no! Me broke Sparky! Spark, broke. Also, how did she de-Phyrexianize? Her hands were fucking spikes. So you go from her having hands to spikes to just going, so Nahiri got rid of all her Phyrexian bits. How? She doesn't even have hands, you fucking cockbag! She has no fucking hands! Even if you're like, she pulled it off. How? Don't worry, she's got hands. And she uses the hands to put her spark into a stone and then drops it! And it breaks and her spark's gone. You can just move your planeswalker spark into a rock? And then it can just fucking break? Jess Super Chat says, blah, 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 the board. Blah, 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 empty long time. Me love you long time, Jessica. You are the lord of the board. What about the stupidity of the oil-drinking vampires? Those oil-drinking vampires were clearly meant to have something to do with the Phyrexians. Either be Phyrexianized vampires belching out oil, or somehow being able to feed on Phyrexian oil, which actually would have been amazing. Imagine that. Phyrexians that literally are getting fed upon by vampires that have adapted to feed on their oily blood. That's such a cool concept. And it comes out of nowhere. And Phyrexians are black aligned, and vampires are black aligned. So it's like, oh, evil turning on itself in an unexpected way. Let's go. Yeah, Teferi. Oopsies. Dropped a Sparky. Here he had butterfingers. Butter brain, bro. She has her hands back because of magic. They could have said that. They literally could have just been like, she encountered a fucking hedge wizard who somehow had developed a technique that allowed her to fucking remove the Phyrexian whatever. But instead she's just like, boop. You just told us in the earlier story they had to remove the spark from these fucking from Nissa and cleanse the spark and place it back in her body and do all this shit to get rid of the Phyrexian stuff. And it's like Vraska just got rid of it. Nahiri just got rid of it. Fuck you guys. Teferi Super Chat says that's USD, so like 20 Canadian. Guess what though, buddy? When it comes to Lord of the Board, it's on par. So you didn't do 201, just remains the Lord. Canada, Canada, Canada. Suck our maple syrup, bitch. Thanks for the Super Chat, brother. Yeah, there's a zombie called Gas Guzzle with gasoline coming out of its mouth. Correct, Andrew. Correct. Is Karn actually a tree? That's Karn if he went. That's Karn if he went to Bloomborough. Oh, those Bloomborough Commander decks. Damn, son. Teferi can't dollar locked. Oh, take that, Merca man. Shorio says, let's start the board war. Anyway, shall we get to the Commander deck? What I love is Shorio's been to enough live streams that he's like, so you've talked a lot of nonsense the whole stream. It's finally time to get around to the subject of the stream. Shorio, we went through the whole deck, bro. We already did. By the time you got here, we've already been through the whole thing. So you're going to want to go back and watch this over on the stream archive to see me go through the cards, because this deck is awesome. I love it. Fuck, man, I want all the Commander decks. I want them all. It's crazy. It's crazy how much I want them. Especially the Bloomborough ones. Especially that Raccoon one. Holy fucking hell. The story of how she got her groove back was deemed to be unreleasable. Buried, like the Theros Beyond Death story. Fisher says, for the glory of Ammon Kurt! Yeah, man, there was, like, honestly, this deck really did provide a bunch of satisfying bits of lore tidbit. Backstory lore tidbits. There we go. Fisher, you got out-timed getting slow in your old age. You gotta be ready. You gotta be nimble with them fingers. Joe, is that going to be Wizard's explanation every time someone calls out inconsistencies? No, they're just not even going to answer most of it. They're not going to address most of it. They don't give a shit. Nobody read the fucking Aetherdrift story and went, this directly contradicts this. Somebody paying attention couldn't have missed this shit. And I'm just sitting there going, I'm just going to read the story for enjoyment and see if I can turn it into lore videos, because I have a sneaking suspicion it's going to be awful. And I read the first installment and was just like, I'm definitely not doing individual videos on this. There's no way I'm going to cover this in the lore. But I'll wait and see when the whole story comes out if there's enough to make one video on the whole story. And then the second installment came out and I started to read it, and I think I made it about halfway through where I was just like, I ain't doing this. Like, I am literally not doing this to myself. This is awful. There's nothing here for anyone. I can't. I'm just going to end up doing what I did with the Thunder Junction shit, where I started to get all pissy about the fact that fucking Nashi is dealing with laser tripwires and fucking high-tech key card elevators in Thunder Junction, where every building's made out of wood except the one fucking building that is a giant concrete sprawling structure. There's 50 different buildings in it, and then Obeka has time magic and reverses time to thwart him, but then the second time he comes and gets her, she just lets him win, even though she has time magic and can reverse it instantly. She just doesn't, because it's like, we've reached the word count. I got my paycheck, so Obeka's time magic shuts off. Right? So I just said, there's nothing here. I'm not even going to... And I went, this means I don't even have to read it. So I didn't read installment 3, 4, 5, or 6. And I'm not gonna. Millmaster Super Chat says, me love you long time for $6. $5 for each? Oh, too big. Too big. Some classic Full Metal Jacket action, bro. That's hilarious. Millmaster, you have claimed the board. Andrew, you glad Wizards is story narrated videos so you don't have to read it and you can just put it on and fall to sleep? I haven't listened to those, but I have heard that they have multiple errors in them of lines being read over and over and shit like that. Like the editor did not care or give a fuck putting it together. They're just like, no, I don't give a shit. I'm not dealing with that. So they do. Okay, Andrew, there you go. All right, confirmed. They're screwing it up. And you know what's crazy too is when I would read their lore and I would see that their like read out version of it is half an hour long. And in some cases, I'd be like, there's like 4 minutes of lore here. You know what I mean? So my video would be like 5 minutes long. It's like there's so much extra crap and pointless conversations. Like, even in the Bloomborough story, there was a bunch of extra crap where it's like, and then Mabel's fourth son was like, I like carrots, and her fifth son was over there moving the honey pot. And I'm just like, I mean, it's cool. You're adding extra details. And the Bloomborough story was one of the most competently written in the recent times, but it was a bunch of filler fluff that didn't advance the story, and I'm not going to fucking spend my time telling you guys about these little side details that are entirely irrelevant to the actual story. And yeah, it's world building, but not in any way that I deem to be worthwhile to include. So a lot of it is bloat, you know? But the Bloomborough story, they had too much. You know what my problem is? They had a bunch of that bloat, and then they just like rammed it right up. It's supposed to go minions, mid-boss, boss, but they went minions and then boss, mid-boss together. What the fuck are you doing? You know, like the squirrel necromancers will lead you to go, yo, we're working for Cruel Claw. We got to find this Cruel Claw. And then they go and get Cruel Claw. And then he's like, you may have beaten me, but my employer is not going to be pleased. Oh, ha, ha, this goes deeper than you think. And poof, he uses his magic and disappeared. And like, fuck, we got to go and tell the king. And then the king's like, Cruel Claw's been doing this shit and we got evidence. And the king's like, you've got evidence. Well, then you have to die. You know, like that's the progression. That was the real flaw with the Bloomborough story. DJ Longhair in Super Chat says, feeling evil. Happy live stream. You have an evil lord of the board now. Woo! Hell yeah, man. Lording that board. What up, JJ? All right, DJ Longhair has evilly booted Millmaster into the curb. Boom! Sure, y'all. Super Chat says, can you top my collection of 173 Commander decks? Includes all the pre-con since 2018. I'm going to find you, and I'm going to take that. Because no, bro, here's the thing. Any Commander deck that I ever got before now, I took apart for cube pieces. And then the other stuff I traded away or fucking buy listed to get other stuff or money to fucking pay bills. So, like, I kept the fucking pieces that I wanted for my cube and everything else went. You know what I mean? Luckily, I didn't do that with the Doctor Who decks. I'm just missing one Chaos Warp from one of the decks, which is just misplaced. It's just lost. I didn't sell it. I didn't trade it. It's just gone. So I have 3 Doctor Who decks. I have the Loot deck, and then the Mothman deck, and a couple other decks. So right now, I'm just starting my Commander journey, bro. I just started getting Commander decks, like what, 2 weeks ago? Wait, Sunday, I went to play Commander on Sunday. And the week before that, I played Commander. And today is Tuesday. So I've only been a Commander player for, what, like 11 or 12 days. So no, my collection does not compete with yours, okay? But give me time, bro. Give me time. And we'll see. And we will see. Andrew says, we need filler. Quick, out of 17 child doing something. That's how it feels. That's how it feels. Creepy. What do I think we get in Dragons of Tarkir? I'm too hesitant. It's just going to be another, we wanted to do a Universe Beyond, so we've shoved it onto this. So I just hope that it has high fantasy flavor. Swords and sorcery and all that style. That's what I want, because there's been a real dearth of that recently. Habanero, are we going to see the return of Hazon as a commander? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Right now, I want to collect precons, and I just want to enjoy them for the experience. You know, like I played the Mothman precon on Sunday and had an awesome time with it. I just want to take... I know the truth of Magic the Gathering and that you don't want to race to the end game, bro. Right? Like when you start the game, you get the most enjoyment out of the most things. And I'm starting the commander part, which means I can enjoy these precons for what they are. And I won't have the commander brain that a bunch of other people already have going, I'll automatically put in this card, this card, this card, this card, and this card, upgrade it. Like, I know a ton of old cards and a bunch of different Magic cards, and I'm good at coming up with different tweaks and whatever. But I'm not looking to do that. I'm looking to fucking slow roll this, bro. I'm looking to just kiss her on the mouth. I'm not trying to get 2 fists in there right away. You know, you wait for that. You wait for the fucking chicken wing, bro. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, once you're chicken winging, you can't, what's kissing gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Imagine somebody just clicking on this and thinking like, oh, hey, that's the Magic Historian. And I've only seen his videos. Oh, here's a video of him. Oh my God. What is he? Oh my God. What? Chicken? What? Oh! Fisher, take the Rusko for me and build into a commander deck. I mean, am I ever gonna get it? Am I ever gonna fucking get it? This fucking Puff the Magic Dragon imaginary Pokeroo box of shit? Does it even matter? Turn into a fucking unicorn. I'm never gonna see it. Fisher, I'm starting to wonder if even you exist. Stop fucking teasing me, bro. RB, yeah, joining the Commander Dark Side. Full on, bro. Full on. All the way. All the way. Millmaster's 300 binders of contours. He's conjuring the market. Oh. Most of the older ones are weak. Power creepers will. I don't care. I want them. I want them. I want them. Zero, you want to get some of the Heroes of the Realms cards? Screw dropping a couple grand. They're more than a couple grand, I think. You might be talking like 10 G's, bro. Zombie thing, you guys don't exist. It's a figment of my mind, a figment of my imagination. Honestly, sometimes I have such an awesome time doing what we're doing that I say to Carly, I'm like, I might just be in a coma imagining all this. And I'm just going to wake up and it's going to be like, you got to go back to working at Pigfucker Ranch. And I'm like, wait, what? No, but I'm the Magic Historian. I have been for 7 years. The Magic what now? Nah, you're Pigfucker Jones. What? No. Yeah, like, what are you talking about? Here's your fucking pay stub, bro. Oh, God. Oh, shit, I only make $2 an hour, fucking pigs. Oh, somebody hit me in the head with a wrench. Put me back in. Put me back in. You know, like the fucking Matrix. If this ain't real, still tastes like a steak, baby. You know what I'm saying? Call me fucking Cypher. Call me Cypher from the Matrix. Put me the fuck back in. How do I think Aetherdrift Limited will be? Hobby, bro, I think that it's going to be annoying from a flavor perspective. But what I'm really wondering is how clunky it's going to be because there's a lot of vehicles. How like, what's the ratio of vehicles versus people actually to crew the vehicles? Are you going to have like 8 cars and one guy to drive them? So you're going to have to be like, Gary gets in car number 1, and then that car gets in car number 2, and then car number 2 gets in car number 3, and that lets me actually activate car number 5 as just its own thing. And then car number 5 gets in car 7, and car 7 and 5 together get into 8, and I'm just like, you know? Whoa. Oof, that wasn't a good choice, man. It must be because of what's going on with my ears. That was wild. Oof, man. Jesus. Maybe I am gonna go. Don't move your head around too much, bro. Lobby says, how did he find out? Shut it down. Shut it down. Drake Stone from the Nick Cage movie Sorcerer's Apprentice. Yeah, I saw that movie and I got excited that Magic the Gathering was in it because I'm a fucking Magic nerd, bro. Shorio says, beware, those Eminence Commander precons are pricey. Well, thank you for the warning. I know that I'm not going to end up with some of the commander decks. I know it. I have the dream of getting them all. But my dreams right now are more like narrow in terms of like, I want the Bloomborough commander decks badly. I want these Aetherdrift commander decks badly. You know what I mean? And they are recent and acquirable, like in the store. You know? On Friday, he's going to have all the fucking Bloomborough decks in. All of them. I don't even know what's in them. There's a Journey of Discovery. There's craziness in every deck. There's just a bunch of cool cards, man. And I love Bloomborough. I love Bloomborough so much. I love it. I love it. I love its fun little vibe. I love the mice versus wolves vibe. You know what I mean? The big calamity wolf with the heroic mouse standing up with the blade. I will defy you. I may be tiny, but my heart is big. It's enlarged, and I need to go to the hospital. You know what I'm saying, though? Like, the Bloomborough has such a fucking epic vibe, man. I felt myself almost, like, getting moist-eyed watching the trailer because of how exciting it was. Bloomborough is the shit. Astronaut says you're going to have to draft 4 creatures to draft 2 vehicles to draft 1 vehicle's matter card, and even then it's going to be unreliable. It feels like it's going to be wonk, man. It feels like it's going to be wonk. Yamaguro, wake up to find I'm a junior fisherman in a tiny Canadian New England fishing town. That wouldn't be that bad. I mean, I'm from a small fishing village, so, you know. You open a pack of Aetherdrift where the 2-mana 3/2 is the way to go first pick. Oh, you mean the Jabroni? The the green and 1 3/2 Jabroni? It could have made a 5-color Vehicle Matters commander deck. Ew. Ew. Andrew, no. Habanero Yard. Or near, far. Wherever you are, bro. Shorio, in-universe precon suck from 2019 to mom just to warn me. That means I should get them now, bro. I'm at the beginning. I am noob class in Commander, which means I can enjoy everything because I haven't played enough Commander to go, this is going to suck in a 4-player game. So I can just get excited about it. Like, this is the prime time for me to be excited about all of it. So I appreciate the warnings, but I ain't worried. I ain't worried about a thing because every little thing is going to be all right. What? Zombie, you know what the fuck you're talking about? 8 dinosaurs for 5 minutes? Awesome. He's gigantic and you can cycle him to boost the other guy? Awesome. Just awesome. Stupid they put a card track in front of him. Kurt, you were buying sealed sets of Commander decks as they were released for almost 2 years but couldn't keep up with the price hikes. Doesn't surprise me, man. Magic's been getting more and more expensive. Potts, you hope the pre-release is fun for people because you're sure as fuck skipping it. I'm going to go and have a good time. I'm going to go and have a good time. Yeah, McGraw, you thought I didn't want to go back. To where? What? What plane would I pick to revisit? I mean, Amonkhet. I would like more than just the Commander deck expanding on it. You know, Amonkhet would have been a great choice. It's like I want to say Lorwyn, but I just feel like the Lorwyn they're going to make is garbage. Revisiting planes is just so rife with problems because Wizards is just making lazy garbage, turn it into whatever Universe Beyond thing, right? But if you removed that altogether, I would have loved to see Muragonda turned into something interesting. But that's not a return. You asked about returns. Where would I like to go back to? Might be interesting to see what's going down with like a Lara. Maybe. You know, because all the worlds, like it was busted into shards and then reunited. So see what had happened over a longer period of time with all that being crammed back together. Yeah, those are some good choices. Hey, Shorio, fair enough, buddy. Fair enough. Every day I know, right? 3-mana dinosaur 5/4 and gives +1/+1 to all your other dinosaurs. It's bonkers. It's bonkers. Zero, you tried to do the 32 Commander Challenge? I don't know what that is. Made 5-color Planeswalker, 5-color Shrines, 5-colored rooms. Your friends judge you too hard? Oh, well, they're going to beat you down, man. Revisit Mirrodin? Well, that's New Phyrexia now. We got, like, the March of the Machines, right? Mirrodin got turned into New Phyrexia. So, they did that, right? Come on. Pop. There we go. There we go. Gotta pop them knees, son. All right, so thanks for coming and hanging out, my friends. It has been a good time. I enjoyed going through the 2 commander decks there yesterday and today, and I'm hyped. I'm hyped to go through more. So we will see how that goes. Looking forward to the pre-release this weekend, and I'm also looking forward to getting some more details about the possibility of the coming to America. Right? So. Go out safely and bravely into the world, my friends. And yeah, we'll get back together tomorrow. But for now, I'm getting on up out of here. Pull over. I heard they like loot in prison.